I re-energized.
That's funny.
Good morning, Warren First 931. I am your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, and we are live at Juicy's Wellness and Cafe. And again, you asked for it. You got what you wanted, Warren County. You wanted more time with our elected officials, the incumbents, as well as the opponents. And I have been so fortunate and lucky enough that literally anybody, everybody I can get is coming to the show. I want to reiterate that if you are running, oh, that's not my phone. If you want to come on the show, I have an open door policy. Everyone has an open invitation. You can call me at 931 369 3050. You can also email me. You can send me a text, send me a Facebook Messenger, or heck, if you want to come through the door and say you got time for me today, I'll do it too. We do have a pre-recorded interview that I will be playing after the show today with the one and only running in the 10th district, Brandan Knight. He is the opponent running against Cole Taylor and Gary Prater in that district as a county commissioner. But right now, I am so excited to bring back. Where's your hat at?
My hard hat?
Yeah, I told you I had to have the hat.
I got it around here somewhere, I think.
Where's the hat? This is the man that does not care to wear paint. Look at this.
That's right.
My daughter was like, Mama, that's paint. And I said, yes, it is, girl. Yes, it is. But no, with me is Democratic, the common sense Democrat,
That's right.
Mr. Tim Lanier. He is with us today, and he's running in the 4th Congressional District, and his incumbent is, of course, Scott Desjardins. That, again, I will have to say just right off the bat, guys, there was a huge, when it comes to the 4th District, I think that the community, the counties, the rural areas was like, enough's enough.
Enough's enough.
And you can tell there's change. When there's like 1 or 2 people running, but when you have, correct me if I'm wrong, Tim, 5 Democrats running?
5 of us, yeah.
1 or 2 independents?
2, I think.
2 independents?
Yeah, I think 2 got certified.
And then there's 3 Republican opponents, I believe.
Challengers, to Desjardins.
Yeah. So you think about all these people that are going up against Scott Desjardins, essentially.
Yeah.
And so I think it's great. This is what America's all about.
That's right.
Is having having the challenges and having that. But starting off, I just want, if you do not know Tim Lanier, today is the day you're going to get to know this man. So first and foremost, tell us a little bit about yourself, your family background, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like she said, I'm Tim Lanier. I am the Common Sense Democrat. I'll hold up my.
I'll hold it for you.
Oh,
I'll be your Vanna White today.
Yeah, here we go. You can see I've got my pink hard hat on there. You can tell the difference. There's not very many stickers on it. Because I've let people throughout this campaign stick their stickers on there.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually didn't put any of these stickers on there.
Oh, you're like me with mine. Look.
Yep. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Exact same. So everybody loves sticking them on there throughout this campaign. And, it gives me a record of everybody that really cared and did that. So
I love that.
Yeah. But I live in Nashville,
okay.
And I was not in the race in March. I didn't get in before redistricting. That was the big deal for me.
Yeah.
I did not think that was right to do at the last minute, and I wanted to make sure that my voice and my community were represented. So I hopped in the race. And I'm so glad that I did. I've made, I've met so many great people like you, and just a positive impact across this district and in every community. And I've learned so much. I've been listening, kind of a natural listener by trade.
Good observer, right?
Yeah, I'm an observer, listener, and, leadership is not required until leadership is required.
That's correct.
And so I try to hang back and listen and observe and figure out what to do. And that's how I've been approaching this campaign, which has been absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
And so originally, I live in Nashville. I own a construction company.
Okay.
I've been building for years.
Hence the hard hat.
Hence the hard hat, yeah. And fun fact, hard hats will expire. They go bad.
No way, like car seats.
Like car seats,
okay.
They do. So this was mine for a very, very long time, on the job site and everything. And but now I've had to retire it, and I've moved on. And my wife was probably the most important person in the construction company. She took care of the books and did all the.
Women are good with that.
They are, yeah.
Keeping stuff organized.
Yeah, especially my wife. She's great with money and organization and all that sort of stuff. And my sister was like the best carpenter we had.
Oh, God, I love it. Family-owned business.
Of
I
course.
love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I I loved every minute of it working with them, and my daughters even helped stuff the checks, on Thursdays for everybody. Everybody was involved.
But in all fairness, Tim, families are it's great when you can work with your family, but there are some cons to that too, because when you work together, you go home together, you have to literally separate it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, it can go crazy.
It goes bad, yeah. Fortunately, Jen would stay at home. She didn't come to the job site and everything.
That's perfect.
So
okay.
I did handle that end of the business and did all that. And like I said, my sister became a great carpenter. Now she's down in Florida running her own thing, and it's really, really great. Yeah. So Jennifer Lanier is my wife, and we have 2 stepdaughters.
Hi, Jen.
Yeah. Hey, darling. My stepdaughters, her real daughters, we have gotten them all the way through the public education system. Yeah. They have graduated from the University of Tennessee.
Yay! That's a
Go Vols.
Yeah.
And they are on to the workworkse. One's a teacher in Chattanooga, and the other has taken a marketing job in Knoxville.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, for another, because he told me to give him some great questions today, so I plan on it, guys. So stick around. And if you do also have questions for Tim, we're also taking live ones as well. But with that
said, my feet to the fire, y'all.
Yes,
it's important.
Please do. Why should voters trust you over other candidates? Because that's a big one. They don't know you were, the only really person we know is the ones that are either in our hometown, let's be fair, and then, of course, the incumbent.
Of course.
Because of the history that he's done with us. But why should people trust you over anything else?
It's a great question. And I think the best answer to that is I'm just the guy that shows up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I'm anything special, but I do show up and I'll do what I say I'm going to do generally. Yeah. And the women in my life trust me. If you knew the women in my life, you would understand why I'm running and everything. It is for them. They can't take this anymore.
The future.
And they. For instance, my mother-in-law, Jen's mom, was my first campaign manager. She invested early, campaign manager, because she knows me, and they know me, and they trust me, and they trust that I have a level head on my shoulders, and I try to listen to everybody and make decisions that are what's best for the whole.
Yeah.
So it's trust. Trust is a hard thing to, hey,
trust
I'm a trustworthy guy.
It's
trust
earned.
Is earned. It's only by your actions.
Yeah.
And I hope people can see by my actions during this campaign that I'm a trustworthy guy.
Is there things, like talking about earning trust, is there things that people that, before you did the campaign, is there anything in your life that an action or a thing you did that might earn somebody's trust by just telling them the story that you could think of?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I would say,
thank you.
Yeah, I would say you can look at my former employees.
Yeah.
They all still really like me. They call me every day when they need help, rarely when they need help. Yeah. And many of them have gone on to have their own business because that's what I focused on was training, like workforce development, getting these folks, teaching them how to do everything and becoming well-rounded so then they can go out into the community and make a name for themselves. I kick them out the door and get the next batch. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
But seriously, they've moved on. They have their own businesses. And so there's several examples out there that we can find of that. And
I love that. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then the other.
These are really great questions, by the way.
Oh, they're going to get even better.
Oh, gosh. So
everybody brace yourself.
Yeah.
What is the biggest misconception people have about you?
My age.
Yeah.
Because of
he asked me that, but I never asked you how old you were.
Yeah.
So I'm 42.
Mm-hmm.
So drum roll, how is
39. Don't let
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is your last year being 39, I'm going to assume.
It is. I could be a congressman before I turn 40.
We need the younger ones.
That's right.
It's really great hearing people in their late 30s, early 40s getting involved in politics and wanting to not just get involved by going to meetings, but doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like representing your generation.
Have to.
Yeah. Yes.
The Senate and the House are the oldest it's ever been, in the history of America. And they don't understand. They don't care as much about the future, I don't think, because they don't understand what's happening right now.
Yeah.
And having the daughters and everything has really kept me cool, so to speak.
Kept you young.
Kept me young. Yeah. They wouldn't classify me as that, but you know what I mean. Millennials like us, we need representation. We are the future. We understand. there's reports out there that say
Yep.
that we understand the world better than anybody else.
Mhm.
So
And I want to say the older millennials. Can I just correct that?
that's right.
The younger ones can get a little dicey for me.
Yeah, I consider to be a millennial. I think you have to remember the world before the internet,
Before this,
before phones, before the internet, before
Yes.
all that.
I call myself a 50-50.
Ooh, what's that mean?
50% technology, 50% I can go outside and put my phone down. Like we grew up in the world where, because we were talking off here, I'm a nurseryman's daughter, the trees.
The trees.
If you're listening out there in Nashville, and when we used to go outside and come up with our own games and just walk through the potted trees and pretend like we were in the jungle,
Oh yeah.
you know, things like that. We don't have to look up here and watch it or do it. We can. It's
Yeah.
in our head. We have
can still play
have
pretend.
cognitive thinking skills that we can actually apply and use our imagination for things.
That's right.
And it's so hard now with kids these days, especially with these younger generations. I've had several talks with them that, one girl said that she does not know how she's going to survive without her phone because it helps her remember. Helps her remember numbers.
Maps. You
Maps.
can't get anywhere without
Grammar
them.
is another one because all she does is talk about it in the phone.
Oh gosh.
But my parents raised us where we had the map books, and if we were going to Florida and we hit that one spot in Florida, they'd be like, hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we got a highlighter,
Mm-hmm.
and we highlighted. Now,
I love it. I love it.
Can I read a map today? But if I needed to, do I feel confident enough I could? Yes.
Good.
Yes,
Good.
100%. But honestly, Tim, I don't know. I had this conversation with a lady the other day. I don't know if we can find any more
Yeah, you
hard
can't
copy
find them.
maps.
Yeah, you can't go buy them. It's crazy.
No.
They're not around anymore.
I think they need to make a comeback. Anybody wants to open up a map store, I think it's a good tool to have.
Newspapers, fold out newspapers,
Mhm.
real
Something.
maps, that sort of stuff. Yeah, bring them back.
And then my other question I want to ask you, why now, and what made you decide that this was the right time? Like, why now?
Well, with our voting rights under attack and the gerrymandering that's happening, it felt necessary for me to get into the race. And also, about this time last year or a little bit before, I woke up one morning and I turned to my wife and I said, darling, it's time to start my political future.
Yeah.
And it broke her heart, and she understood and totally supported me from the jump. And you can call it, for me, I'm a Christian and I pray most days, and I try to listen to the universe and listen to the people around me. And I'd never felt so strongly about anything in my life. And so most of last year I spent working on my ego and working on my just ability to understand others and to be with others. And so I've been preparing for a congressional run for quite a while now. I've really recommitted to like the church and my community, and I've really been trying to build. Like I've got a community garden in South Nashville that I
love that.
Yeah, with the Salvation Army, they're helping out. It's their land, and we have a good time there. We'll have weeding out Wednesdays sometimes. And the kids will come through and we'll eat carrots or tomatoes. Sometimes it's hard to get them to eat. And
and that's the first. But when they know they've done the work, there's something about when you've put the work into it and the effort, and then you pick it off. And that's how our parents raised us. Because with being in a nursery, we also grew vegetables ourselves as well. And I don't. If y'all might think this is weird, but make sure that corn's right. We take it off the ear and we eat it straight off.
I love it. I did it.
Not cooked.
I did it yesterday. I took a bite.
Yeah, and
my
then
wife was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "You gotta test it. I gotta make sure.
You gotta test if it's sweet.
That's
Because when you do sweet corn, you gotta test it.
That's right.
Ambrosia.
I think we planted peaches and cream this year.
Oh, that's good too.
It's good.
Yeah, my dad loved peaches and cream too.
A banner potato crop at the South Nashville.
Really?
Oh my gosh, we got almost 10 to 1. For every little half or third potato I planted, we got 8, 9, 10 potatoes.
That's great.
Yeah, big, nice ones
too. And potatoes can save world hunger.
Darn right.
Just so y'all know.
Yeah.
Look it up. There's actually a plant in, it's not in America. Oh my gosh, now I forgot.
Ireland, probably?
No, it's in one of the hot places because it grows better in there. But they got a plant, and all they grow is different varieties of tomato of potatoes. Because in case there's world hunger across the board, they have the seed to plant, and they can have
Love it.
I cannot remember. That's gonna kill me. I'm gonna have to.
What was the second part? You asked me two. It was a 2-part question.
Well, the first one was
We'll
why now? Sorry. Why now, and what made you decide to run at this time? But you kind of
listening to the people in my community and the people around me, just knowing that they needed more representation, especially in my community in South Nashville. I'm the minority. It's mostly Hispanic and Middle Eastern and just folks, immigrants of some kind.
We say many flavors.
Many flavors.
That's what we say here.
I like it. Many flavors.
Lots of flavors.
Yeah. And so it's mostly that and women. And they can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
They talk to me a lot like, Mr. Tim, what should we do? Should we even vote anymore?
How can we change this?
That's the
big question.
And so I told him, hey, I'll try to change it for you. You just got to support me, help me. And, they've really fallen in behind. And it's been great. It's been great. So even if I go on to get my butt whooped and I don't win, it's okay because the positive impacts that I've had on my community in this district are worth it.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So now let's go into some economy, some issue questions. Oh, and Sydney actually has one for you too. But before that, I want to tell you.
I put my hard hat on? Is this going to get dangerous?
You need to be protected. Okay. So put that hat on, bro.
Make sure.
But Miss Retha, this is a nice comment. She said, like I said the other day, I'm so glad we have other great choices running against the incumbent.
Great.
And that's been across the board everywhere, whether you're a Democrat or a Republican or an independent.
Absolutely. I'd like to comment on that if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I've grown to see the Democratic people that are running against me as more like my teammates.
Yeah.
I've grown to really love them all. They're great people, all five of us. I think if we could combine the five of us, it would be like the ultimate candidate.
And if I could have had y'all all here, I would have asked y'all this one question. I asked it to the Republican Party the other day on Tuesday's show. If the incumbent wins again, do you see yourself in the next 2 years that it see this?
2 years.
In 2 years, could you see yourself getting together and picking one candidate to run against him?
Maybe.
So, to pull the votes instead of, and it's all, this is just being transparent. The more people there are, the more the votes are being pulled.
Mm-hmm.
And then that one gets, you know what I'm saying? So if that was then they said that, some said yes, some said no, but would you consider that?
Yeah. Well, I've gotten into this, I've changed professions. So I'm in this for the long haul until Desjardins gets dumped. I'm running. Yeah. Just to let you know, but I'm
ready to get that dump truck.
I'm ready.
Scoot and go.
That's right. I got my heart. I'm literally.
He's halfway
ready.
there.
Yeah, I'm halfway there.
I love it.
And so I plan on running. No matter what, I'm in it to win it.
This is not just a one-time run for you. This is like, something in your heart that you're like, I want to do this. I have to see this through.
Want may be a strong word. Wanting to do it. I feel like I have to. I feel like I need to. Folks like me have to get involved in politics or in the government. I don't really like. I don't like politics that much. I like the government and I like representing the people and listening to the people and working hard for them. But I don't love politicking.
I don't either. I don't believe in politicking anymore because it's a slippery slope.
Well, it's hard to be humble. It's hard to be humble and then beat your chest. Like,
I'll just say, can we just have conversations?
Love it.
And agree to disagree and be. By the way, Republican and Democrat are sitting next to each other.
We've been chatting up all morning.
I know. Sorry, not sorry. Because people are like, I can't believe you told them what you're. Sorry.
Hey, I'll be representing you too.
Exactly. You're going to be representing all the people of your district.
That's right.
The district's not made of just one side.
You're right, 100%. It's actually, in fact, there's more Republicans in the district generally than there are Democrats. So correct. I think it's more important that we listen to the other side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why I've gone to several conservative talks around the district.
That's one of my questions. Yes. Oh, we're already getting into it. But let's get into this one. You're fine. I always say we have squirrel moments here, and this is what it is. I have a question. Being from a big city, what would you do for smaller communities and rural areas in your district? We seem to get overlooked a lot when elected officials are from big cities.
Yeah.
That's valid.
It's a good question.
That's fair.
Now, I am not from the big city. I live in the big city because I love my wife, and she has a great job downtown Nashville. But I'm from Kentucky, near Paducah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually smaller than any of the counties in District 4. Yeah. So I grew up on a farm. Mm-hmm. My mom's entire family lives on the same plot of land right there on the farm. And so I identify way more with places like Warren County, McMinnville, than I do
Like
the
this,
people of
yeah,
Nashville.
you're familiar. This is your hometown. These
This
are your
is-
roots.
yes,
I
100%.
get it.
Sometimes the Democrats in Nashville look at me like I have three heads.
Oh,
Meanwhile, if I say the same thing anywhere else in the state, they're like, "That's genius."
yeah, I know,
So
right?
there's a big
Crazy.
disconnect. There's a
Yeah.
big disconnect from people that live in Nashville and
Yeah.
the people around the rest of the
I
state.
agree.
So, what was the second part of your question?
Second part was.
Oh yeah, and I'm not overlooking the rural counties.
Yeah.
I've spent way more time in the rural
over.
counties, and my entire affordable housing plan it's not really for the city skyrisers. It works in the rural areas,
Rural
the communities
communities.
of the future in our rural areas.
Okay.
So
So there you go. And then I got a text message from Miss
man.
Christie.
I love it.
She says, "Hey Kelly, I have a question. When will the nurseries have Oh, that's not for you. My bad.
You're talking child nurseries
We're
or
talking.
pre-nurseries?
We're talking about tree nurseries on that one. I have to get to that. Okay, we're going to talk about the economy. Inflation remains one of the biggest concerns for families. What would you do in Congress that would actually lower everyday costs? Because it fluctuates all the time. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you've not been at a grocery store lately.
Yeah.
So, and listen, I understand things have to increase over time.
Yeah.
Listen, do I wish that I could still spend $20 at the gas station like I used to fill up a tank? 100%.
That's right.
But I'm 42. That was when I was 16.
Yeah. The first time I got gas, it was 99 cents. The very first time.
Shut up.
The very first time I ever filled my truck up
Okay.
when I was 15 or 16, whenever I got my license, 99 cents, and never paid below $1 again.
Look at you.
Yeah. There we go.
But,
Sorry, I interrupted.
But that would be the first question. How would you deal with inflation with the families with costs? Because at the end of the day, it does affect all types of families.
Every family.
Yeah.
Unless you're the 1% or just super, super wealthy.
Yeah.
Everybody else thinks about money on a daily basis. And it hurts. It hurts when these prices go up. Fuel prices drive a lot of that. As our fuel prices go up, everything across the board, construction materials, food cost, all that transportation goes up. So if there's a way that we can lower the cost of gas in this country, that would be the first step. And I think that comes from having more allies and having our back, having their backs like OPEC and the different folks. We need to make sure that we're kind of playing nice and playing diplomat instead of trying to bomb and start wars that are kind of unnecessary. That's really been driving up the cost lately.
Yeah.
Now, the best thing that I can do to help everyday people is my affordable housing plan.
Yeah.
Straight up lowering the cost of housing, and especially the entry, the first-time home buyers and the elderly. That's a big problem that people don't talk about. Senior citizens need smaller house. They need to downsize at the end of their life. They don't have anywhere to live. They get scared. Social Security's getting potentially cut, different things and so we need to. My housing plan addresses that straight up, because the issue is more of our lack of skilled labor in the industry. I don't know if you know this, but in downtown Nashville, there'll be like 10 cranes set up all the time.
Oh, yeah, it's nasty down there. That's why I don't go down there as much anymore.
It's tough.
Too busy.
4 or 5 of them will be running every day. Do you know why?
Why?
Because there's only 4 or 5 people that are certified to operate a crane.
That does make sense. Okay. Yeah.
And that will grind a job site to a halt quickly. And that exists all across this state and across the country. So I would love to bring some good jobs back to Tennessee by starting a training program right here. Training folks in construction, big equipment, carpentry of all kinds.
Similar to kind of like what TCAT's doing right now?
Similar, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to explain TCAT to me?
So TCAT is our, I wish Randy England was here right now, but TCAT is actually, I know you did just put me on the spot because I have government stuff on my mind right now. But TCAT is essentially a school here in Warren County that helps with electricians, beauticians, bringing back, instead of you're still going to college. It's a what is it called?
Yeah.
It's not college.
Technical school. It's
a technical trade school. Yes, that's the best way to explain it. And we also have a robotics program here.
I didn't know that.
You know what? If you have time, I should show you around.
Yes, I love it.
So because that's what the stuff that you're talking about just triggers me, because a lot of people from out of state come and fly down here to be trained by our people.
Yeah.
with the
Okay.
robotics, and it's all close together. So,
I love it.
so there's Montlow TCAT, and then there's the robotics program. But they have the TCAT had like last year 40 students went.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
Good job, Warren
Yeah.
County.
Yeah.
Keep it up. Mine's very similar to that. So
Yeah.
the traditional trades are usually well represented.
Yeah.
It's the getting OSHA certified on big equipment. And
I don't know if they have that kind of class
I
there.
can't find hardly anything.
But you know
across
what?
the
That might be
country.
somebody. I might need to give you Randy England's number.
Hey,
Make connections.
That's
And then
right.
my other follow-up question to the lower housing stuff. As a rural community, there is a lot of low-income housing currently.
gotcha.
And that does penalize a lot of industries, businesses to come down here, like, well-known food chains and things like that. How is there like going to be a balance? Because if we have, I'm going to just say it because I don't know how else to say it. With low-income housing, these big chains that come down here that want to move, look at that, and they were like, no, Warren County can't afford us.
Yeah.
Is that is something that you're talking about? Will that change? Will that help more companies come and be like, yeah, we want a Chick-fil-A, we want an Old Navy, or I'm trying to think, not trying to
saying
kill
that-
the mom and pop stores, but people are already preaching here about more industries. We need more businesses here, this, that, and the other. And we do have a ton of mom and pop stores, but we don't have a lot of the Murfreesboro, Nashville stores.
Right.
An
Yeah.
Apple store. How does your plan, does that make it improve that where we can maybe have that one day? Or is that going to create, I guess what I'm asking, more lower income housing?
Yeah, it's not a.
Is that what I'm asking? I'm so
I
sorry.
kind of understand. You're saying the industries won't come here if we don't make enough money, or
Yeah,
if the
right now,
population
Warren
can't afford to go
County,
there?
the population of Warren County, we have an overload of low income housing.
Gotcha.
And they look at those
Government
numbers.
subsidized
Yeah.
low income housing. Okay.
Yes. And they look at that and they're
Yeah,
like,
this is not my plan. Is not
that same.
It's not like
Okay.
anything else in
Okay.
the country. That
That's
you've
what
ever
I
heard
needed
of.
to know of. Okay.
No,
Because
this
that's what I was
is-
just like, well, can you explain me a little bit?
Yeah. I'll nerd out on construction.
Please
here for a
nerd
few-
out. Yeah, please.
For a few minutes here. So there's no construction commission in Congress.
Okay.
We've got like the road department folks. And there's-
Okay.
So you get put into different groups when you're there, like Ways and Means or whatever
Yeah.
they choose. There's nothing that helps residential construction or oversees federal construction
Oh,
jobs of any kind.
Okay.
So there needs to be a committee, number one, in Congress that helps the
Helps
normal
out.
people, helps out. And what that committee needs to do is first take my design for the house of the future and the
Yeah.
community of the future and improve it. I'll listen
Yeah.
to the experts all around,
Yeah.
the different folks, whatever's most sustainable. And then we get to work building that,
Mhm.
building the communities of the future. And we do that through, number one,
Mhm.
education and training of our workforce. That's the most important thing we can do.
Yeah.
The kids these days, especially the minority kids, are scared
Mhm.
to get out in the community. They're scared to go out, and we need to make sure they are involved in
Mhm.
this. And number two, we need to make sure some more women get involved in construction.
100%, because women can do just as good as a man.
Usually better when it comes to
Yeah.
operating equipment. Number one, they're safer.
Mhm.
They take less risks.
Better organized.
Better organized generally.
Can handle a lot at once. Sorry.
Can make the hard decisions.
Multitaskers.
Yeah. When the women, at least on my crew, screwed up, they would come and tell me immediately, which
Yeah.
I preferred,
Yeah.
instead of trying to cover it up and different things
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. So if I could just get more women involved in construction, it would probably just
Yeah.
solve itself. Like I wouldn't have to do anything
Right.
else or all this legislation.
We need more women running for things.
True.
Just saying. I'm
True.
putting that out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I would love to see more ladies.
Yeah.
We have another question from Beth Vaughn.
I got about 10 more minutes on my construction plan.
Oh, go! Oh,
Now-
sorry. Go
now,
ahead.
People
I'm
get
so
bored.
sorry.
People get bored by it, by this going on and on
Mhm.
about construction.
But
this-
if they want to look into it, do you have it somewhere?
no way. I've been working
Oh.
on this my whole life.
Okay, this is
I've
like
been offered big money.
this is your
No,
baby.
This is my baby. Oh no, this
Okay.
is like no. I've been offered big money for this, and I'm like,
Okay.
no, not
No,
yet. Like
no.
it should be free,
Yeah.
and that should be what this committee's job is.
Yeah.
Is we take a set of plans and we release it to the public.
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is the best design to build for your community. And that'll be
Oh, I
for
love that.
southeast, southeast, northeast, the desert,
Yeah.
wherever. We'll have
Yeah.
different buildings, different
I could
structures.
see you if you win or if you don't. Like this is something you're gonna execute somehow, some way.
Something darn right.
God's
It-
gonna make a path for you. He's gonna be like, Tim, no, you need to fully focus on just this, so you can't do this, so let's
Yep.
go do this.
Yeah, a lot of other countries are doing that. You know, they help their
Lanier
people.
project.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
It's probably better than what I've come up with. My
Sorry.
B4 bill or whatever.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's what's B4? I mean,
Yeah. Well, I originally
might as well call it B12. Energy.
Energy. That's right. Big energy. But that's it. That's the main thing. Is training and development, and then figuring out what materials to use most of the time. Oh, thank you. What materials to use, that are most sustainable to help protect this earth. Because I don't know if you know this, but lumber keeps going up and up, and it's not coming down. No matter what we do, the price of lumber, there's less trees, less, less resources. So it's going to continue to keep going up. So once we build something somewhere, we have to make sure that it lasts the test of time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We can't be redoing this stuff every 2 years, 3 years, and expect to keep this earth for much longer. It's just not going to happen. So, construction accounts for 50% of the world's pollution. 50,
really?
50. That's half. Yeah, it's like 49.7 or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, and just the transportation of goods and the process of building and all that.
And all the stuff I've been complaining about pollution.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's right here. Everything revolves around construction. The corruption, all that.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my construction plan. And
Well, Beth Vaughn says, how do you feel about making superintendent of schools an elected position?
Superintendent has an elected position.
Now,
I'm running for U.S. Congress, so I don't have actually any control over that. I wouldn't be able to make laws on the state level to determine that.
Yeah, that's a little random, but you'll take it.
But I'll take it. I would prefer to trust the teachers or the administrators of the board to make the best decision for them in their school, as opposed to the voters or people. I don't want it to become a popularity contest like a lot of our other. You don't want it to turn into a popularity. Yeah, or people spending money to be superintendent. Yeah. So I like to, believe women and believe teachers and in general. And I think I would trust the local board and the teachers to make the best decision.
Because we vote for them. So
exactly, we vote for them. They choose the superintendent.
And I want to say, Mary, didn't we used to vote for the superintendent back in the day? Yeah, it was way before my time. But was Pedro? Who was the last one voted? Was it Pedro?
I think so. Paz.
Yeah, Pedro Paz. Yeah, and then after that, the school board.
Yeah, I do think it's a shame that school board and all these different local elections are RD. You run as a Republican or a Democrat. Sheriff, we run for sheriff as a Republican or Democrat.
DA,
that's unacceptable.
DA.
Yeah, I'm proud of the DAs running here, though. They're all independents, right? All three.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys for doing that. Yeah. That's important.
I believe what I heard, they came together and they made that decision. And I think that was smart.
Love it.
Because at the end of the day, you're representing everybody.
Yeah, exactly. But I kind of understand. I don't like political parties. I understand it on the federal level.
Yeah.
But on the local level, sheriff, judges, school board, we have to eliminate. Everybody needs to be an independent at the local level. And
let's see. Frida was just, go back and look what made the county great in the 80s and 90s before all of the industries flooded. When you have industries that like that where people can make good money, other businesses will want to relocate here to help money flowing. Okay. It's great. Thank you. Good sentence. Yeah, I love it. And then Frida was just agreeing. Yeah, we voted back in the day.
Oh, for superintendent.
And Sydney says, this right off it. Do you support ICE having a spouse that is a first-generation American? He sees that it is needed as his family came from Asia as legal immigrants who also went through the process of getting their citizenship. If you are against ICE, why? And because if you go to another country to live, you have to abide by their laws and immigration policies too. What makes America any different? Okay.
Three-parter here.
Ooh, okay, so first off, you're gonna need double hats.
Yeah.
Like you need what do they call it? You're gonna need elbow pads.
Elbow pads.
You need elbow pads now.
You need all that.
So do you support ICE? Yes or no?
Well, it's a big question.
Is.
It's a broad question. Do you support ICE? Obviously, we need common sense immigration and custom. ICE has been around for a very long time.
It's nothing new.
It's nothing new.
It's just become popular lately.
It's become very popular, and we've spent a lot more money on it. So let me say this about ICE. we spend entirely too much money now on ICE.
Okay.
The past 2 years, we have spent something like $150 billion
I haven't kept up with it, and I do apologize. So I'm going to take your word for it and look it up later.
Please look it up. But we have increased the budget tenfold at least on ICE, and I disagree with that. I would rather have put some of that money towards citizenship classes or to making sure that some of the people here can better themselves or better our economy, better each of these counties and everything is what I would like to see. So being against ICE or for ICE is kind of a non-existent. I do want to reduce.
It's a double-edged sword.
It is. I want to reduce the ICE budget, number one.
Okay.
We spend more now on immigration detention than we do our entire federal prison system. Okay. So we're talking about all the murders, mass murders, the people the federal government locks up. We spend more now on immigration detention. And that feels like theft of our tax dollars. It feels like it's not going back into our communities. Our tax dollars should be spent on us or to protect us. Like from 100%. Overseas foreign invaders. So, I'd like to see ICE revamped a little bit and adjusted because they serve an important role in our community and across the country, and they help keep us a little bit more safe. But the rules that they have now and the fact that they're all wearing masks and these things are very scary for a lot of folks. And it's hurting our economy and it's hurting our bottom line. So that's what I would like to do is reduce the ICE budget. But obviously we need to keep normal immigration.
And, the only thing I can agree with the ICE stuff is if the criminal stuff. That's it. If anybody, first and foremost, American, illegal, whatever.
Doesn't matter.
If you broke the law, and
you're getting some cuffs.
You're getting some cuffs. Breaking the law to not wearing your seatbelt, to a speeding ticket, to a rape case, to a murder, like breaking the law is writing a bad check. Breaking the law is breaking the law. And if you broke the law in your country and you know what I'm saying, that go do your time. Yeah. Because that's what they would tell me. If I broke the law, if you broke the law, and that's my biggest thing. The only thing that I have not been for is what's the word you use? Is getting the wrong people.
Right. Yeah. These mass roundups at the local farm or at the local construction site. Yeah. Where they're not targeting people who have committed.
At Lowe's,
picking people up at Lowe's instead of going after the criminals.
And at the end of the day, I did look up that one, and the 3 guys that were picked up, one was a criminal and the other 2 was innocent bystanders.
Gotcha.
But at the same time, that's always why I say, like, if whoever you're working with or working for, if there's a way that they can help you get citizenship and help, because when one of our guys did, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 years ago, they reached out to me and asked me to write a letter of recommendation, because you got to have a letter of recommendation and stuff. And I wrote several letters. It's not hard. Yeah. It's just, is it a long process? Yes. I wish it was shorter, but I don't, because when we get a passport, we have to have, what is it? Or even our real ID, we had to have like 3 proofs of identification.
Absolutely.
And so, but again, if you broke the law, you broke the law and you got to do your time.
Yeah, absolutely. And nobody wants people just flooding over the border. Democrats, Republicans, nobody wanted that. So, just having basic, border security is critical, both to our future and their future. Yeah. These other countries don't. So the best and the brightest can make it to America across the world.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And that's what's a big reason why America has grown to be the superpower it is, because the rest of the countries have brain drain because they all want to come here. Yeah. And so I don't want to do that to the other countries either. We need to make sure that people are entering the right way, doing things the right way. But for the people that are already here, I'd like to see, obviously, criminals need to be locked up, but I'd like to see citizenship classes and a little bit more help in construction training.
I love it.
Construction training, please.
Some technical trading classes.
Yeah. Robotics here.
Yeah. Don't just teach English classes as a second language. You know what I mean?
I do.
It's like
smart lady. She should run for office, I think.
One day. I'm not ready yet. I know I'm older than you, Tim. Maybe one day.
One day.
But I think you kind of already answered this though. What is one federal program you would cut or reform? And then
I've got a good answer for that.
Okay.
Can I answer the first part?
Yeah.
So there's an old Lyndon Baines Johnson, LBJ's Great Society. Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. He put in a lot of good programs for this country, and one is called Job Corps.
Okay.
Job Corps is great. It needs to be expanded a little bit, I think, but it only you have to be on a really low income level to qualify.
Yeah.
And so it needs to be. Then we need to increase that a little bit, like let other people go, and we need to modernize them a little bit with big equipment.
Yeah.
The construction tools that we use today, the big tools, the excavators and stuff, we need to teach folks how to use that through Job Corps. So I would like to see Job Corps expanded.
Yeah.
It's a great program, and I think there's 2 locations in this state, one outside Memphis and then way East Tennessee. I can't remember where the other one is, but I'd like to see those expanded. And I think it'd be great for both our local economy and just the economy as a whole.
Miss Shirley says, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Shirley. Thank you for watching.
Alicia, I'm going to say Elisa Mueller says, let's be clear. If I speed, it's breaking the law. If I get a ticket, I don't get arrested, detained with no due process, no visitations. Understood. Yeah. Valid. The punishment should fit the crime. It is a civil matter, not a criminal one. Yeah. I agree 100%.
Yeah, sorry if that was confusing. I was not saying you need to be locked up if you're
no. Not wearing. I think that's why she wanted to clear that up. But I think everybody knows what we were. I mean, I knew what we were getting at.
Yeah, surely ICE isn't looking at speeding tickets to be like this guy.
We're gonna get him. He's Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah. You got to let them pay their ticket at their local place first, right? At least, I mean, Midville needs the money, I'm sure. So
I mean, it goes back into the taxes and helps out.
Yeah.
Let's talk about healthcare because rural hospitals across Tennessee are struggling. What role should Congress play in keeping them open? Because even the satellite clinics.
Yeah.
The VA clinic had some issues with that, and we were a huge part of keeping that open until December.
You guys at Warren First?
We started it. Well, Warren County. County.
Gotcha. But
Warren First was a little part. We teamed up with a lot of folks, but
good job.
So how would you fix that? How would you help keep them open and things like that?
Yeah. Well, it's been a long-standing.
Or what would Congress should do?
Yeah. Congress should. There's a lot of things Congress should be doing. Thank you. Sorry. We are at Juicy's, by the way, here we're on Main Street, right? In McMinnville, and oh my gosh, that's great. I'm getting so hungry.
She gave us her. This is her pimento cheese. Oh, it's okay. Pimento cheese with her bourbon bacon
onion jam.
Onion jam.
Oh yeah.
The bacon in there yet though because it's still cooking.
Okay.
Love it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're right.
It's plant-based. There's no meat in this.
All right, but still got protein, right? Plant-based protein, I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely.
With the cheese.
Yeah.
I never turned down anything Cindy gives me, but you can talk while I eat.
Yeah. I'll try to. I'll talk about healthcare while.
It's
good. Yeah, it looks good.
It comes on like a sourdough toasted bread.
Is that potatoes?
That's cheese.
That's cheese. That's good.
It's good. Looks
It
good.
comes at the end.
Yeah, there's a little bit of heat in there.
Yep.
We can keep talking about this so I can avoid the healthcare question for as long as possible if you guys want.
I'm making you think about it longer so you have an amazing answer.
We're expecting an amazing answer here. Well, there's been a lot of Congress folks that have tried to solve this issue throughout the years. It is a complicated and tough issue.
It is.
There's a lady, well, first off, a big reason why our healthcare costs so much in this country are the big insurance companies. They have their hands.
Insurance companies suck. I'm going to say it.
That they do. And housing costs and healthcare costs, all that sort of stuff. We must pass legislation controlling how much they have their hands in the different things. And, doctors now bill according to what the insurance will pay back, not necessarily what you need. And that's what's driving up a lot of these healthcare costs and things like that. It's almost unaffordable for a lot of these small towns and small communities to have a hospital because of all the red tape and the insurance that they the insurance that they have to get to protect them from, malpractice and all the different things. So first step is doing that, reducing the, insurance companies involved in this to help people right now in this district. I'd like to see a federal program where we have more mobile clinics. Yeah. The PAs and the different people, and which day of the week your mobile clinic will come to your town.
Yeah.
Because after, I mean, once the VA closes here, if it does, and it's
We
after
hope not.
December, right? Yeah,
We hope not.
please. But
There's
it
a
might
petition.
close at the end of December.
Yeah,
And then,
it
is
could.
there a hospital?
There is a hospital.
Okay, good.
If you got time, it's gonna be right next to the TCAT and all
Oh,
that. Everything's
perfect.
all in one little cumberum. But yeah, but I agree with that one wholeheartedly
Yeah.
because when I quit my job and I had a break, I lost my insurance and I was pregnant at the time and I had to get a flu shot because I tested type B flu or something.
Hmm.
And so before I had the baby, I had to do all these things. But
Of
anyways,
course.
with that being said, after she was born, we had to get the flu shot, and I was like, I don't have insurance right now, and they were like, it's okay, we'll turn it in, and I was just like,
Turn it into
I
who?
brought a check. By the way, I walked in and I brought a checkbook because I was going to pay for it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, you don't need that, and I was like, wait, and they didn't need nothing.
Wow. And where was this at?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh,
I don't want to turn
good
them in.
call. Hey, good job, y'all. That's the way to treat your neighbor the right way.
Yeah.
That's loving your neighbor right there. I love
But
it.
I was just so in shock and in awe about how easy it was for me to go in with no insurance and I didn't have to explain a dang thing. And then it's hard for veterans to get proper care or
Yeah.
in
That's what breaks my heart. You know,
Yeah.
these veterans that are like wounded in action
Yeah.
or anything, and they have to drive an hour and a half to get
Mhm.
service.
Yeah.
You know, we're not allowed to see like behind the scenes on the
No,
VA yet.
we're not.
So I would need more information. Like I would need to
We all-
read the
yeah.
Congress, you know, the briefings that we get
Yeah.
to really give you a good answer on what to do because
Yeah.
we don't know what's happening
No.
behind the scenes.
Mm-mm.
So
We
I
only
would
know
do-
what we're being told.
exactly.
And
so-
that's all
But I
information.
promise to the people, I will do that reading and
Looking
figure
into
out
it.
what we need to do to
Yeah.
get that squared away because it seems like the federal government should be able to pay our doctors a little bit more and recruit
Mhm.
top level talent. You know, I think we can trade these younger folks like, hey, we'll pay for your
Yeah.
medical school or
Yeah.
your college if you'll
Yeah.
come work for the VA for 5 years.
Again, we go back to the trading school philosophy.
That's right.
Common
And
sense.
common sense right here. Hold it up to the camera.
Common
sense.
I love it.
Uh,
Now, talking about farming, agriculture was another big one in these rural communities. Farmers continue to face rising costs. What legislation would you support to help Tennessee farmers?
well, they got a big fat check yesterday.
Yes.
So it was passed through the House, and I think it should pass the Senate according to what I need. So
Yeah.
they're good for a while now.
Yeah.
The subsidies, most of the subsidies actually help us.
Yeah.
If we don't want to pay like $7 or $8 for a potato,
Yeah.
we have to subsidize
Yeah.
our farmers, and that's why the federal
Yeah.
government subsidizes the corn, the beans, and the potatoes, and all these small farmers. So
Yeah.
it's actually to lower the cost for everyday
That's
people.
correct.
So
That's
I
correct.
kind of like
the way it's going for the
the
farmers.
last couple of
right now.
years. I think we're treating the farmers the right way. We're giving them enough subsidies. They're making money for the most part.
Yeah.
Please reach out to me and let me know if that's not the case. But at least the farmers in Kentucky and the few that I know around here,
Yeah.
they've been pleased actually with what
Yeah.
the federal government has been providing. So I think continuing that, and also just for like the city people and things like that, we need to have more community
Yeah.
gardens. Every church out there,
Yeah.
if you're a pastor or youth pastor, whatever, please put
After
a-
school programs.
after school program, put a garden in, at least a flower garden at bare
Yeah.
minimum. You know,
There's already
potatoes are so easy to grow.
3 schools, East Side, Covenant, and Orchard Grove, all have a garden growing or an orchard.
Yeah, I think there's 0 in Nashville. There may be 1 or 2, but
Well,
there's
they
a
got
couple
all
flowers.
those industry buildings going up, bro. Where are you going to put it? Top of the?
I
mean, the top of every building you could.
hydro.
I mean,
Yeah, it's a big part of our future. You know, we're gonna have to
Or
grow things.
some out of country places, they grow the stuff literally on the building.
I've seen that.
We've
And-
seen how
yeah.
neat that looks.
and part of my house of the future,
Mhm.
one side of it is live like that. It's
oh,
growth.
I love
Yeah.
that.
So they all have to face east, you know.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and that has your solar panels on it, so
Yeah.
you get all that morning sun that generates the thing. The other side then will be your live side, the
Yeah.
growing side,
Yeah.
and the other two, like you'll catch your rainwater off of it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, we got okay.
wow,
So,
a lot of action here.
sorry, my bad, James. Sorry. Do you think more and bigger government is the solution to all our problems?
Big question there. Is big government the solution to all our problems? No, I think for the most part, we have to take responsibility for
Yeah.
ourselves and our
Yeah.
actions at the end of the day. We can't rely on the government, state, federal, anybody else to
Yeah.
really get ourselves right. We have to get up every morning, take action, work hard, and take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's the way we all get better.
Yeah.
The bigger part of the government, there's certain things that need to be bigger. Federal protections, meaning if a certain group of people are getting discriminated against, I think there needs to be a law that's from the federal government that says that's not allowed.
Yeah.
Things like that. That's what the federal government is for, is to protect big parts of the citizenship and obviously protection from foreign,
Yeah. He also asked, do you support single payer health care?
You mean like Medicare for all?
I don't know. He just said single payer.
Yeah.
I never assume. I assume.
Yeah. Follow up with us.
Yeah, James, follow up with that one.
People use that term. I would answer it, but people use that term in different ways.
Oh, he said, who's going to pay? This goes back to your mobile clinic comment. Who's going to pay for the federal mobile clinic?
Well, if we reduce the Pentagon waste by a little bit, we could pay for it that way. Or if we reduce the ICE budget just a little bit, we could pay for it that way. Or if we spend a little less on this foreign war in Iran, we could pay for it that way. All those things cost way more than a little mobile clinic that travels around 10 counties. So,
and Miss Reed, go ahead.
I just think our taxes, I want my tax dollars spent on making sure that we're healthy as a community. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but that's one thing I want. Less problems,
less issues. I mean,
Yeah. Seems like it helps everybody. So.
Miss Retha said on this, when we were talking about the VA clinic, the incumbent took credit for helping keep the VA for a while when he actually did nothing.
Oh. You mean Scott Desjardins? He didn't do anything?
You said it, not me.
Sorry, that wasn't an original term. Oops.
Let me hit my bleep button. Oh, too late.
No, he hasn't done enough for this district. It doesn't matter that he's a Republican. If he was a Democrat with the same actions, I would be just as hard on him. That shouldn't matter as much as what. I wanted to know what legislation he's introduced, what he's done for District 4. I don't even think he's been to the new counties. So after redistricting, he hasn't even been to the new counties that I know of. Not that I can tell. I know he hasn't been to Davidson County or Cannon County that I know of.
That's where I got the name No Show Scott.
No Show Scott. Yeah, I like it. I like Desjardins, but we all have our own.
Well, who was it? That country artist that would be a no show? I think that's where they took it. Oh my gosh, it's an old guy. Well,
wouldn't show up for his concert.
Yeah, he was always known. Wow. Retha, you know who I'm talking about. Please comment, girl. There's somebody that would be just a no show, and I cannot remember his name to save the life of me.
Well, that's no way to treat your fans.
No, but people still showed up. I mean, it is what it is. If they like you, they like you. Okay, quickly on crime, because I don't know what time we're on right now. What time did you say you had to be somewhere?
Oh, you're good. I'll spend as much time as you need here.
So what should Congress do? This is about crime. What should Congress do to help local law enforcement?
Well, there's a couple bills in Congress right now that should help at least the local police.
George Jones, thank you.
George Jones. He
No Show Jones. That's what he's used to be called.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm not old enough for that. But it's to help local police departments. So most local police that I know are really good at their jobs. These local sheriffs and the people that are running for it are really, really good at their jobs. So nobody's going to be able to police the community like the people in the community. Yeah. So that's the most important thing. We just need to make sure that people that attack cops, Congress, I'm sorry, when I say we, Congress needs to make sure that if you attack a cop or if you ambush a cop or weird situations like that we really throw the book at you and we protect them. We protect the local officers, with the federal regulations and things like that. So I would be for bringing federal charges against folks that did that, like that attacked police or chased them around or tried to impede their jobs. I would be for really strong federal enforcement on that.
I love that.
That's how I would protect the local police. But
and then Tennessee, this is talking about energy now. Tennessee depends on affordable electricity. Do you support expanding nuclear energy?
I do. And so that's an across the aisle kind of issue. I know a lot of the Republicans lately have been talking about that. And it's the way of the future. Solar panels, individual solar panels seem to be working well. If we get those on top of our houses and our properties and things like that. And then also on a bigger scale. Because these AI data centers that are going in, they're sucking a lot of power.
Yeah, they are. It's a touchy subject here in town.
Yeah, well, I think they're drawing the power. I'm talking about just the power, not anything else with them. They're drawing, I think, about 40,000 houses. So one data center draws about 40,000 houses worth of power each year. So I think they need to be powered by nuclear energy.
Yeah, and I know they're working on. I was listening to a podcast, and this 27-year-old kid Isaiah, and I don't remember his last name, but he's working on that as with nuclear energy. and like where it's something where they didn't have
Isaiah,
to.
if I get elected, reach out to me. I will help.
I'll send you the
subsidize.
information.
Yeah.
I copied and pasted to keep it, but it was really, and then they can use that what they're helping at nuclear plants to AI centers.
Genius.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's great. What is your position on oil, natural gas, and renewable energy?
I put some in my truck this morning.
Well, there you go.
That's what.
Yeah.
I don't quite know. What do you mean?
It's
what's my
it's just an
position?
energy question because some people are for or against.
Well, we got to have oil still. We can't
Yeah.
survive without it. I
I didn't
think.
know how else to ask it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
all good. I mean, yeah, I would love to have more renewable energies.
Yeah.
Obviously, the more we can use the sun to power everything,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
that's our unlimited source of power.
And a lot of people do use solar power. There's solar panels everywhere across Warren County that I'm aware of.
Good,
You know.
good. You're way ahead of the game then
Yeah.
here in Warren County. But as far as oil goes, until we decide to not travel so much, I mean,
Yeah.
we need it. So
Yeah. Now we're gonna get to a question somebody sent me. Tennessee's 4th district is one of the most Republican districts in the state.
mm,
Why should a conservative voters take a chance on E?
well, I certainly grew up a conservative and grew up a Republican, and I would say I'm still fiscally a conservative.
I was gonna say, would you consider yourself a conservative Democrat?
That's probably a good way
Yeah.
to do it. These people, a lot of the Republicans have been calling me a Reagan Democrat.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little young. You know, I don't quite understand what that means, but I felt like it was a good thing, to be a Reagan Democrat. I think common sense Democrat fills that role well.
Yeah.
So why should you vote for a middle of the road guy? Because I care about what you care about.
Yeah.
Everything important in this life is bipartisan.
Yeah.
Let me say that again. I'm going to look right into the camera.
Yeah.
The most important things in life are bipartisan. Everyone wants good education for their children, a good, safe place to live, you know, that they can afford. And everyone just wants to be able to bring their families home to that safe house at the end of the day after their job that they went to. So good jobs, good education, and a good, affordable home. That's the important thing. Common sense. That's the most important part of our jobs in Congress, and that's really what I'm fighting for at the end of the day. Those things, bringing good jobs.
I would say that the best thing to make sure that somebody is smart and well educated is they know how to read and they know how to write.
Yeah.
And
I've been learning how to read. I've been trying to learn how to read here
I'm
lately.
still trying to learn how to spell. I can't spell worth of nothing.
Yeah.
My daddy couldn't spell either, so I just
That's
want everybody to know. I try though, without using my phone, as everybody saw the other day when I wrote the article.
I can read, by the way. That was a joke. I prefer self-deprecating humor. So
you're fine.
Yeah.
This is a good one. I forgot to ask those guys because I ran out of time. Name one thing Congressman Desjardins has done well.
Ooh. Pissing off women?
Okay.
I don't know. In Congress? I don't know. He votes party line pretty much every single time.
Yeah.
So there's a few things over the years that he did right, but
I was gonna say consistency.
Okay. Consistency.
He's consistent.
He's consistent. Consistently invisible.
Yeah. He's consistent.
Yeah. Great. Yeah.
And plus,
sorry, I don't have a good answer for that, Scott.
We've tried to have him on the show several times, so after a point, I'm just like,
yeah,
can't do it.
Well, they won't come on live like this. I mean,
No.
Marsha's not doing it. You know, these other Republicans, they won't do it. Like,
I don't understand
we are
why.
your elected officials. Like, you need to get to know us.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
will have a sit down conversation with you and talk shop. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's do, yeah, I know you will.
Because I will say this, because squirrel moment for me. I first met I first met Scott Desjardins when I was in high school, and he was running, and I was a part of the youth fair board. It was the first youth fair board here in Warren County, and he was part of like giving the awards out at the horse race. And he was like, I was a senior. He was like, what would you change? And I said, I would, and he kind of nailed, that's what made me think of this. I was like, I would have to have more of this and less of the automated phone calls and the text messages.
100%.
Because in a rural community, it's word of mouth.
100%. 100%.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You could be the best PR firm.
Doesn't matter.
Word of mouth.
Yeah.
Word of mouth.
Can I say something on that? So I've got big theories on life.
Okay.
Number one, and I'm mostly going to be talking to the ladies out there.
Mm-hmm.
So the best way to change the heart of a man is through a woman that he knows. or loves. So his wife,
yeah.
his mother, his daughters, things like
Yes.
that. The best way to change the heart of a man. I've been trying to change the heart of men for many years. It's way tougher for me than their mama or their wife
Yeah.
or anything. And the second point is women believe women.
That's true.
So
Yep.
if we take those two things, who are the most important people to the future of our country? Women. But you must find your voice. You
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
Like I still listen to my mom, I listen to my mother-in-law, I listen to my daughters, my wife, and most people will. So
And
no
it
matter
takes a
who-
while too to get your voice as well. I mean, I didn't feel like I got my voice till I was 40.
Yeah. There is something about like around that age range, maturity for wisdom. It's like for women, they gain some sort of wisdom at around 40 that then the second half of their lives, yes, it's a lot more. They're more able to use their voice and speak out. So you ladies that are over 40 or under 40, I don't care. Speak out, speak your voice. If I'm your candidate, which I should be, tell your friends. If I'm not your candidate, tell your friends. You have to be making that one-on-one connection, those personal calls or texts. Nobody's changing their mind based on Facebook or TikTok or anything. People are just getting more entrenched either way.
TikTok is not the news, okay?
TikTok is not the news, and you have to play.
I know you get that from there, but it's not.
Yeah, you have to play. You have to be so aggressive and somebody that you really shouldn't be in Congress.
Yeah.
Online, and that's a sad thing to be. It's like it's a popularity contest instead of
principles over popularity, as I say all the time. Knowledge over noise is my other phrase I say all the time.
I love it. Hit me with some more. Hit me with some more of these.
Those are my top two, man. My top two.
Yeah.
Can you name one thing your own political party gets wrong?
Their stance on the extreme stance on guns, at least in Tennessee. You know what I mean?
What?
Like we got to
no
have
offense. I don't mean to laugh about that. I think everything. It's a mental with the gun. Gun
You're
situation.
right.
I think it's a mental issue because again, I had this argument with a lady, or discussion, and I said, "Oh, so the gun pulled its own trigger?"
Yeah. Now, irresponsible gun owners
are
100%. Yeah, irresponsible gun owners need to be held accountable.
Yes.
100%. The 99.9% of the rest of us, responsible gun owners, we need to be able to have what we want. Now, should that be like a big automatic machine gun? No, we shouldn't have that sort of stuff. Their ability to do that.
I don't need an army gun.
Nobody does. Nobody. I mean, I guess the army guys do.
They do.
They do.
Yes.
They need certain type of weaponry that we don't need.
Being from the rural communities and the countryside,
you literally have to have a rifle.
We have a shotgun.
You have to have a shotgun around. Like
I mean, I want to be a Hatfield and McCoy. Let's go.
Famous feud from Kentucky, West Virginia.
Thank you. That's why I threw that in that.
Are you a Hatfield fan or McCoy fan?
I'm biased. I'm for both. Because I get. You always can agree to this. Like, I understand why they're mad, and I'm like, and then I get to a point like, why can't we all just get along?
Yeah, exactly.
But Kevin Costner did a great job. I don't know who did that movie.
Yeah,
show,
I know what you're talking
but
about.
that was a great show.
It was really good.
And I hated to see.
Can I ask you another question? Can I? All right, it's gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna put your feet to the fire.
Oh, that's fine. Go forth and prosper. I was prepared.
Okay. All right. So when I get to Washington, if I could magically fix one issue for you, or what should it be?
It would be term limits. My thing is, and I'm
term limits for me.
Yeah, term limits.
I need to be term limited if I get elected?
For all. It's either all or nothing. I told you this off air too. But again, guys, I strongly do believe in term limits.
Me too.
If Tim did a great job as 4th district, and
I will,
and he could stay on the whole time, great. But it's just not like that. I told him, like, as a president of the United States, for example. He only gets their 2 term limits. 8 years is all he gets. So why is it that we have to keep rotating the head of the head of the state?
Yeah, the state,
the nation.
Senate, yeah, Senate.
But then Senate has this. How long is the Senate? Is there
6-year terms?
6-year term.
You can win an unlimited amount of terms.
Yeah.
There's no term limit at all.
No. There's
Congress is 2-year terms, which seems very, very short because we spend our whole time politicking and raising money instead of actually working for the people. So I'm with you on that.
Yeah, and
term limits
to me,
are important.
it's like, and then again, I think the only way we're going to get term limits, I don't know if it's with the state, I don't know if it's with federal, but I do think if our local politics, when it starts at the bottom, because at the end of the day, rural communities, mom and pop business establishments, that is what truly runs the nation. the
100%.
foundation.
That's right.
And if we as local elected officials say, hey, we're doing term limits.
Yeah, for commissioners.
And then, for commissioners and everything, then it stops. But again,
and get some new blood in there. Get some new
blood,
ideas,
because
new way to work.
If we sit in stagnant water, it eventually will die or something will slow down.
Yeah. It all becomes a swamp.
And you won't be able to clean that swamp out.
Yeah, exactly.
So
no matter what your DER, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And so that's why I say I think term limits across the board.
I'm with it.
And I want to say, do I think that some of our local, state, and federal have done a phenomenal job? Yes.
Yeah.
And I hate to see you go. But I want to let's keep moving in that right direction.
Yeah.
That's like, if you get there and you do a great job and your term limit was hit, then guess what? I hope you have a successor and then you can
see guys, I'm running for something else or go
you know
back
what I mean?
Farm,
I'm saying but that's my biggest thing is we need term limits because I think that keeps the concept and the relevancy of what like-minded people are thinking.
I'm with it.
Because I'm sorry and no offense, but when you're 70 and 80 years old, and I'm going to say this because I've said this to several people now. Biden, for example, I'll use him. When it came to who to choose as a president, I looked at what their past record was. Biden was in the office for how many years before presidency?
He's in the Senate for a very long time.
Very long time. If you couldn't change it when you were in that Senate, being a senator in that time frame, how can you make me believe that you're going to change it as a president?
That's a good point.
And that's where I get at. And and again, for or against whoever you want to pick. But when you have two candidates that you have one that has run successful businesses and has made several changes in things that they've touched. And then you got one over here that has been in the Senate for X amount of years, and now you think that you couldn't change nothing then. Now that was my philosophy on that when that election happened.
Gotcha.
And so that's my thing where I think term limits need to be in place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because also too, like them or hate them, whatever you want to say, if you think Trump is doing a good job and you want him in there forever, eventually that's going to get old.
It's going to get old.
We need something.
Yeah, you run out of ideas. You run out of things to do.
Correct.
We all know what we know, and we can help in the ways that we can help. And once you've kind of done that help, and you know that you've done good, then it's time to move on. So
that's correct.
I'd like to see Congress. So we spend all of our time politicking.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Congress go maybe 3-year terms, capped at 4 or 5 elections. So you got 10, 12 years. In Congress, and maybe senators, same thing. 3 elections.
Yeah.
They're 6-year terms, so 3 elections would be 18 years. Seems like a long time, but 2 seems like too few of elections. So I would like to see that happen as well.
Yeah.
Now, would you like to know my answer to if I had a magic wand in Congress?
I would love a magic wand or that button, that you can get at
the
Staples.
Easy button? Yeah. We have one at our house.
Oh,
my wife bought it, and so when people are acting out or whatever, she'll hit that button. She can make it say different things. She'll hit that button, stop.
Yeah, I love that.
It's so great. It really.
When
is
I get
effective.
my new house, I'm getting a button.
You should. They're super cheap, but so magically, I would redraw our maps, the federal district map. So the gerrymandering that happened in Tennessee this year at the last minute, it's happening in every state. Ours are we're the only state that actually redrew and then are holding federal elections in the same year, actually within the same few months. So that's so wrong on so many levels. But I would redraw our maps across this country in every state by community as fair as we could. We need an independent council willing to do that, because if there's one thing that destroys the United States, it's this gerrymandering. It's this land grab.
And they do that. What is it, every 10 years?
Yeah.
Is that right? I think I read it. Yeah. They've been doing it every 10 years. 1 year the Democrats did, another year, and it just keeps it goes back topsy-turvy all the time. And I'm like, pick a side.
Yeah. I think the federal government needs to intervene in this. Like we've left it up to the states now. That's what the Supreme Court ruling was. And obviously, the states are not going to be able to do it because they're going to, whichever way they're leaning at the current time, they're going to go all the way that way.
I know.
And so there has to be an independent council where we group people as best we can by community, and then we adjust it once every 10 years on the federal level. Now, that may be a pipe dream, but I will fight for that.
Yeah.
Somebody has to, or
Yeah.
we're in trouble.
I agree. Okay, the last few questions closing. Imagine someone watching has never voted for a Democrat.
Oh,
You have 60 seconds. Why should they vote for you?
well, we're not the party of billionaires. We care about the local people. We will raise taxes on the top 1%, but we put that tax money back into jobs,
Mhm.
back into growing our communities at the
Mhm.
local level. So I think everybody makes a big deal, RD. It shouldn't matter. You should vote for the person
Yeah.
over policy or
Yeah.
over party.
Policy over popularity.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I think every individual person we should be able to judge. Like, I hate it that here in Tennessee you have to pull either a Republican
Mm-hmm.
or a Democrat or an independent. So there's 3 different ballots. You go in there, you can pull 3 different ballots. That's ridiculous. Like, everybody should be on the same ballot for primaries. That would force us. So right now, to win a primary, you have to go way left if you're
Yeah.
a Democrat. You
You
have to
have
go
to
way
choose your
right.
side.
You have to go way
choose.
right if you're a Republican. And so then that forces this crazy talk between everybody
Mhm.
instead of doing it something like California did their governor election.
Okay.
Everybody was on the same ballot. Everybody, Republican, Democrat, didn't
Yeah.
matter, and everybody voted for their top 2. And the top 2 moved on to face
like
each other.
we do with our county commissioners in the districts.
Some
Okay.
counties do, some
Yeah,
don't.
that's
So,
how we do it. You
genius.
got 2 votes on the county commissioners.
love it. That's
Yeah.
how we should do things. Like, almost all elections should be
Yeah.
like that, and everybody should be on the same one. And I think once you get into the ballot box, it shouldn't say R or D. If you really want to go Republican or Democrat, you got to figure out your person beforehand.
Yeah.
But once you get there, everybody's just listed on the
Yeah.
ballot.
How crazy would that be? Going in blind, like vote is blind instead of love is blind.
Voting blind.
Voting blind.
I love it. You got a lot of good ideas.
Thank you. I think SNL needs to do a skit on that. That would be top notch.
Yeah, we can do it. Let's produce that. Let's do that later on.
100%.
Yeah.
If you're elected, what do you hope people in Warren County say about you for your first 2 years in office?
During or afterwards?
I would say you're during.
They'll say.
Or I guess it would be afterwards, yeah.
So my biggest, I've made a lot of mistakes during this campaign. Obviously, it's
Yeah.
tough. Campaigning is tough, and you learn a lot of
I'd
things.
rather you fail though a million times than not try at all. But moving on.
Yeah, failing. I mean, that's how you learn.
Mhm.
Failing is the
Mhm.
best way to learn for me. The people in Warren County, especially the Democrats, will probably say, "That's that guy that didn't show up to our meeting 2 weeks ago."
Yeah.
Because I've dropped the ball one time in this whole election process, and I totally missed the Warren County Democratic meeting two Mondays ago.
You did. I was there.
I was the main speaker, and I gaffed it. And the guy, Joseph, called me
Shout out,
afterwards.
Joe.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. Called me afterwards, and I was like, "What's up, man? How are you?" And he's like, "Oh, I was just
You had
checking."
one of those moments.
Oh, just
Oh, yeah.
totally. Yeah, it there's so much on our schedule, and it's been an
Oh, yeah.
elevated, quick process.
It's been a very hard. It's been a very exciting and amazing election this year.
Mhm.
That there has been no room to breathe,
No room.
and people have been doing a tour. Voters have been going, "I'm going here, here, and here."
I love it.
Not one spot.
Yeah.
And I'm
You
like,
have-
okay.
yeah.
And that's
You gotta
how-
know.
I get it.
So I dropped the ball here, so I'm sorry, Warren County. Really, I've tried to make up for it. I've been to 3 or 4 events now since then. So that's probably what they'll say. But afterwards, I hope they say, like, "Oh, well, he was a good guy.
Yeah.
He did what he said he was
He was
going to
good.
do. He at least did what he said he was going to do."
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
What message do you want to leave with the voters of Tennessee's 4th Congressional District? Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Well, I am 4th on the ballot here in the 4th district,
Mm-hmm.
and I've got 4 things that I'll fight for. Number 1, my affordable housing plan that we've hit on. Number 2 is like our personal freedoms.
Yeah.
And it's very critical to me. So our voting rights, like fixing the maps across
Mhm.
this country, and number 2, like women's rights.
rights.
Those are personal freedoms
Yeah.
to me. I think
Yeah.
women need to have full control over their bodies. It's not up to religion. It's not up to government. It's not up to
Yeah.
anybody. And that comes to all personal freedoms. You do you. And as long
Oh,
as
you
you're not
do
hurting,
you, boo. That's my phrase.
love it. We're gonna have a show one day.
My brother from another mother.
You do you as long as you're not hurting
Yeah.
other people or whatever. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nobody should care. Because I want to have full control over my body and
Mhm.
what I do, and I know that other people do too. So those are the things, and I think I would like to see Congress step back up and say, "Hey, enough with this authoritarian around the world,
Mhm.
authoritarianism." Russia is like having this war in Ukraine. They're killing people every day. The people in South America, they're killing people every day, trying to annex territory and take over like it's World War III. No, that we need to shut that down right now. You know what I mean? Like we are the world superpower. We can do it, and we just need to have everybody playing on a level playing field again and keep things peaceful.
I agree.
Yeah, well, it's our job to keep things peaceful. Mostly Congress's. President's kind of stolen some
You want to
power.
lead? We need to lead by example.
We have to lead by example, you know. And defense wins championships. Meaning we shouldn't be playing offense. Like I will say this: I hated that we were just bombing those boats coming out of Venezuela, like playing judge, jury, and executioner. Like that is unfathomable to me that we're just murdering these people. Like, couldn't we have just followed them to wherever they were going to pull into and then arrest them?
I don't know how it works.
Yeah, me either,
I didn't do a big dig on that. I saw where they were blocking the channel.
Yeah, I'm talking about South America.
Oh, that one.
The drug boats. The drug
There's
boats.
so many.
There's so many things. Yeah, it's so chaotic. But I'm talking about those drug boats. We were just blowing up immediately. I felt like we obviously had satellite imagery of them, so we could just follow them to wherever they're going.
Drones.
Yeah, arrest them and seize the
We have
drugs.
all this technology.
Yeah, let's use it. Crazy thought.
No, but this has been such a great talk. I hope Warren County, this kind of helps you decipher, at least on the Democratic ballots, to make sure you look at the number 4 guy right here, Mr. Tim Lanier. And if you have any questions for him, you have any social medias or websites that can
We've got them all. Yeah, we've got them all. Yeah, check me out on Facebook. That's Tim Lanier for Congress. We also have a website, lanier4congress.com. There's a TikTok. There's an Instagram. There's all sorts of things that my guy Aaron is taking care of. He's great. He's making me look cool to the kiddos, I suppose. And today, today, we're dropping. Should have dropped while we were doing this interview. Kind of an introduction, like who is Tim Lanier, and it kind of takes you through my 4 different things. And so I encourage people to go to my Facebook and click through that and watch the videos, and you'll get to know me a little bit better.
I love it. Well, thank you.
I don't have any campaign promises except for I will always tell the truth, number 1, to the people, and I can make tomorrow a little better than today.
Yeah.
You know,
Every
I don't
day's
think
a different day to try to make it better.
That's right. So thank you so much.
No, it was so great to actually sit down and talk.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed this year's election because I've got to know each and every one of you guys. And at the end of the day, I want to say this because it has gotten really dicey at times.
Yes.
Election brings out the worst in people. And I want you to remember that everybody wakes up and brushes their teeth and takes the shower, puts the pants on. We're all the same. We're all the same. And at the end of the day, when we sit and agree to disagree, it's just because if he wants to push one person on me, it's because he thinks that is the best person for me and will protect me, and vice versa. My person, I think, will do the best job to protect you. Listen to me, Tim.
I will. I'll listen to him.
I always think of, it's when a mom and a dad are trying to tell you what's best for you. And that's really, to me, what the arguments always are. It just always goes a little extra further because I always say it turns into a sibling feud. Is how I categorize them. But remember, you can either choose to be a blessing and a curse in this election. So go home, think about it, do your research, do your homework, look up there's websites, public websites that you can find where what Scott J. voted for, what he voted against, and all these things, and where the money is going. Look at what if they've taken any APAC money, things like that, because at the end of the day, when money does get involved, things get dicey. That's just truth. It's just true.
100% true. Yeah.
So do yourself right, and remember, right now, early voting is going on until August the 1st. Don't forget, on July the 27th, Morrison Ruatan and the Centertown CIC building will open up. You do not have to be a resident at the admin building, Morrison Ruatan or Centertown, to go early vote. So go early vote. And voting is always opened up late on Mondays. They close at 8 at night, and they open up at 11 on Mondays. And then, of course, the general and primary election, the final hoopah of things, August the 6th.
August 6th.
So he's got his hard hat on. He's ready to take any blow.
That's right.
Even though this is expired, you're going to get a new one. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a different one. Yeah, but this one is now mine.
I love it. You should just get a bunch of hats. Because I already bought I got my other laptop that don't work and started doing stickers. So
I will.
But guys, we're going to take a quick break from a word from our sponsors. And when we get back, we're going to wrap things up with the community calendar. And remember, Warren County, Keep it first.
For the past 16 years, I've had the honor of serving as your district attorney general. I spent my career fighting for our communities, prosecuting thousands of drug cases, securing convictions against child predators, protecting victims, and working alongside schools and law enforcement to keep our children safe. I've also taken on Big Pharma to help combat the drug crisis affecting our families. Experience matters. Results matter. I'm Lisa Zavianis, and I'd be honored to earn your vote for District Attorney General. Early voting starts July the 17th, and the general election is August the 6th. Experienced, proven, and ready to serve.
Looking to transform your yard or landscape? Randall Walker Farms in Morrison, Tennessee has the trees, shrubs, and plants you need to bring your outdoor vision to life. From beautiful flowering shrubs to shade trees and landscaping favorites, you'll find quality selections at prices you'll love. And don't forget our delicious frozen blueberries, perfect for smoothies, desserts, and healthy snacks year-round. Stop by Randall Walker Farms today and discover why so many Middle Tennessee families trust us for their landscaping needs. Randall Walker Farms, growing beauty 1 yard at a time. Trees, shrubs, landscaping, and farm-fresh frozen blueberries. Visit Randall Walker Farms in Morrison today.
Hey, this is Nick with Onan Staffing. We're hiring now for manufacturing, warehouse, and production positions across Middle Tennessee. At Onan, we connect hardworking people with great companies, weekly pay, and some of the best benefits around. Businesses needing dependable employees, our experienced team is here to help. Visit our McMinnville offices or apply online at onanstaffing.com. That's ONIN staffing.com. Onan Staffing, connecting great people with great opportunities.
Tennessee doesn't need more politicians. It needs people who understand where they come from. I'm Dwayne Howard, a husband, father, farmer, and lifelong Tennessean. I'm running for state representative because our district deserves a voice that listens and fights for rural communities and Tennessee values. I'm Dwayne Howard, and I'd be honored to earn your vote.
Welcome to our coffee drive-thru located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville, or give them a call at 474-1776. At our coffee, we pour love into every cup of coffee we serve. Welcome to our coffee drive-thru located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville. When you need help with your medical needs, who are you going to call? At Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you're not just a number, you're a part of our community. When you call Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you'll get a live person to help answer your medical questions. In a hurry? Try our convenient drive-thru. Stacy specializes in Mr. Stewart's over-the-counter and prescription cough syrups. Need to transfer your prescriptions? It's no trouble to transfer to Stacy's, where people care and wellness matters. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy is located at 485 North Chancery Street, or give them a call at 474-0600.
Looking for the best selection, great prices, and hometown service? Make your next stop Worldwide Liquors in McMinnville. Whether you're planning a backyard barbecue, celebrating a special occasion, or simply picking up your favorite drink, Worldwide Liquors has everything you need, all in one convenient location. Friendly service, competitive prices, and an incredible selection make Worldwide Liquors Warren County's destination for beer, wine, and spirits. Stop by Worldwide Liquors today, conveniently located in McMinnville. Great selection, great prices, great service. Every visit.
Hi, this is Chris Chalpin, owner of Reddick Brown Ford right here in Morrison, Tennessee. In the nursery capital of the world, you need a truck that works as hard as you do. At Reddick Brown Ford, we understand growers, landscapers, and nursery owners because we serve Warren County every single day. From Ford Super Duty trucks to dependable commercial fleet, we help you haul, tow, and grow your business with confidence. Our team also knows your industry, your season, and your bottom line. So when it's time for your next work truck, don't go far from home. Reddick Brown Ford, proud to support the nursery community. Veteran owned and operated right here in Warren County.
Something for everyone.
From our mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, juicy ribeye steaks, specialty sandwiches, and fried chicken tenders, your taste buds are in for a treat.
Don't forget our weekly specials. Monday, spaghetti or hamburger steak. Tuesday, meatloaf or barbecue chicken pork. Wednesday, pork loin or Salisbury steak. Thursday, smoked chicken halves or country fried steak. Friday, fried catfish or Cajun catfish on rice.
Whether you're feeding hundreds at a company picnic or meeting a friend for lunch, you can count on Praters to satisfy your taste buds.
Call us at 635-2259 and taste the tradition at Praters Barbecue. 30 years of excellence.
This is Tennessee, where every blade of grass tells a story and every lawn is a legacy. At McMinnville Lawn and Garden, we don't just sell equipment. We partner with you to protect what matters most. From Skag's finest zero turns to expert service that keeps your land looking its best. Because this is more than business. This is home. McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where Tennessee pride meets Tennessee quality.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder sugars or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Serving the people of this region for 53 years, and we are fully committed to the people and the communities that place their trust in us. McMinnville in Warren County is just one of the 9 counties that we serve. With 4 convenient branch locations, along with 7 ATM and ITM locations, you can be assured that Citizens Tri-County Bank is close by. Committed to you and committed to the communities we serve. It truly is what makes Citizens Tri-County Bank the only community bank you'll ever need. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and building supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren counties for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Our customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor, a homeowner, or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumberyard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee's always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme Building Products. Your one-stop shop for all your building needs. From the showroom to the lumberyard, a builder's dream. Professional sales and a great location with your guaranteed satisfaction. Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme Building Products. Supreme Building Products.
Rise and shine, McMinnville. Treat yourself to delicious frozen and soft drinks in Sonic, perfect for those hot summer days. Whether it's lunch or dinner, let Sonic be your go-to stop to cool off and refuel during the summer rush. And don't miss our special drink offer available until 10 a.m. Start your day the right way. With so many flavors to choose from and the best sun drop in town, why go anywhere else? Drive into summer with Sonic in McMinnville.
This is Tennessee, where every blade of grass tells a story and every lawn is a legacy. At McMinnville Lawn and Garden, we don't just sell equipment. We partner with you to protect what matters most. From Skag's finest zero turns to expert service that keeps your land looking its best. Because this is more than business. This is home. McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where Tennessee pride meets Tennessee quality.
Welcome back, Warren First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, and I have one of the greatest social media marketing gurus with me, Mark Harvey.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Guru is quite the
It's a big term. It's a big term, yeah.
I like that.
Well, I was going to say Kemosabe, wax on, wax off guy. I couldn't remember his name. What was his name? Mr. Miyagi?
Mr. Miyagi, yeah.
You're the Mr. Miyagi. Yeah, there. I couldn't think of it. Now I know.
Well, if I'm the Mr. Miyagi of social media and content creation, then I guess I'm doing something right.
Right.
Or at least somebody thinks that
I think you're doing great. First off, I want to say kudos to you on your new addition to your familia.
Well, thank you.
I heard we dodged a bullet with the makeup.
Oh gosh.
Literally.
Okay, so if that, for those that are listening and maybe have no idea what she's talking about, my 1.5-year-old took her mother's, I guess it's lipstick or lip liner.
Yeah, lip stain.
It's dark.
Yeah.
Dark red, like very, very red, and wrote all over the scalp of my 5-week-old.
I was going to say newborn.
5-week-old. And luckily I witnessed this. And I was like, well, I witnessed it right after it happened.
Yeah.
I would have stopped it if I would have seen it happening
Yeah.
when it was. But could you imagine if my wife would have walked in and saw bright red all over this baby's head
100%.
and the 1.5-year-old standing there? God. But anyway, it stained the head a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, I mean, it was.
That's an understatement.
It looked bad.
It looked bad. All I could see was the video, and I thought it was just to remind me of those, funny videos, America's Funniest Videos, where the kid was covered, and then the dad or mom's like, okay, so who did it? And they're like, not me. And then your little one's like, no,
no.
And then it's like got marks on her face, and I'm like, and the thing's in her hand, like, I don't know that.
Yeah.
But I mean, when I saw that, I would have, like, who do I need to kill?
I mean, legit, like it was. I mean, she's 1.5, so like you can't really get mad at
No.
her. But she is all into it, man.
The makeup.
That was one of the worst ones. She's done a little bit of writing on the wall, but this was like.
Yeah. My daughter's into eyeshadow. And somebody bought her an eyeshadow, one of those multi-packs of colors, and she goes for pink, and she looks like one of those 80s astronaut rock stars every time.
Nice.
And then when you wipe it off, people think that she's got pink eye or red eye or something, and I'm like, no, that's just makeup.
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry.
We're in that phase. How old is she?
4 now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so we have one that's like right.
She started early like yours.
Yeah. So,
get ready.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Because once they play with the real stuff, the fake stuff don't work anymore. It's like,
it doesn't scratch the itch.
It's like, no, I got to see it.
I love it.
No, but get ready. I should send y'all like a whole pack of
if you have any play makeup.
It's not going to work though, man. They
You're
want
right,
the
they're
real
into
stuff.
now.
You go to the Dollar General and you buy the cheap stuff and let them ride. Let it ride.
If it ends up on the couch and on.
First of all, if you did not want your couch or your furniture or clothes ruined, do not have children. Do not. Like, our furniture that we have, we waited till 8. We were getting new furniture, and my son just turned 7. And then when he turned 8 or 9, whatever the age was, I'm like, we just got this new furniture, and I found out I was pregnant, and I'm like, all I could think about was the furniture.
I promise you that I wasn't thinking anything about furniture when we got pregnant.
Well, no, I just thought, oh my God, it's going to ruin. It's going to, because they're 7, 8 years apart. I have a 12-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Yeah. So you already know all the things. You've been through all the phases.
Yeah.
Really, you're on the back end because once a boy turns 13, I mean, they're pretty much taking care of themselves.
I hope. That's the hope. That's the hope. He wants a refrigerator. It ain't happening.
Yeah.
But he is here today because I cannot wait to see the video that you've put together for Juicy's.
Yeah, well,
promote your business a little bit. Like if people want to do a video with their business.
So what I'm doing today, really, I've done a video, not as similar, but I'm kind of like creating this series, helping people understand what I do.
Yeah.
And so today's video that I'm working on is really just all about me storytelling versus just posting a selfie video or a nice photo or whatever it is. It's like more about like the art of telling a story, which is you know, not as easy as it seems all the time, especially if you're making the story up.
Yeah.
Now, Juicy's, you know, she was so kind to let me use her spot, but the Juicy's isn't the central theme, but Juice is kind of the punchline.
Okay.
And so she was very, very kind to let me come in and use her. She's going to be in a couple of shots. The dialogue from her, I didn't put that pressure on her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really kind of like working on my craft a little bit here, and then also kind of helping people understand what I do. And a lot of that is really just telling stories.
Well, the videos I've seen, everything from when they had the judge, Ryan, he had the that day outside. Oh my gosh. With the children. Oh my God, what's it called?
Not CASA.
No. Something that CASA can work with.
Yes.
Baby court?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Safe baby court.
Thank you. Okay. We were going to get it. Safe baby court. That was a great video that you did and put together for that. And, you know, and I think as you grow and you know, I think you're going to be phenomenal. And anything we can do to help, I always say.
Well,
but I wanted you to try this. I've already ate mine.
She caught me at the right time. She got a taste test from Juicy's here.
Yes, and this is their special today. It's a pimento cheese with marinated in a bourbon jam. And the onions is marinated. Let me say that the onions are cooked in a bourbon jam.
So you just hit like 3 key words.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, bourbon. First of all, bourbon. That was a key word.
Yeah.
But bourbon at Juicy's, that's an interesting one. So bourbon, onions, and cheese. Those are so. This can't be bad.
No,
right?
no. And this is there's no meats in this.
Yeah.
And it's good. Yeah. Think about that on a toasted bun.
Oh my God.
You know, that's nice.
What is she putting this on? Is it just this?
Mary's gonna have to explain more. Or Cindy.
She probably will, but honestly, you could probably put it on anything and
put it on a cracker.
So wait,
that's cheese. It's Cindy's pimento
is it vegan cheese?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, guys, no excuse.
And it's got a little kick at the end.
If vegan cheese could taste this good, we don't have any excuses to eat better.
No.
I'm just saying. Yeah, it's delicious.
I'm just telling you.
Thanks, Mary.
Can't beat that. Yeah. Mary and them do so good here. And if you haven't tried out Juicy's Wellness and Cafe, you definitely need to do it. You need, and hey, before I forget to ask you, if people want to check out your page, yes. Is that the Green Goddess?
It's the Green Goddess. It's my favorite. It's my go-to. It's like
best
post-workout or, refresher or as close to as breakfast as I can get.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish I could get here at 6 a.m. and get this, but this is my absolute go-to here at Juicy's. This is what I get every time I come in. So.
Hello, good friends. Oh, Cody's just chiming in with us like, hey, Cody.
Hi, Cody.
So if anybody wants to check out your materials, where can they find you?
So Instagram is kind of like my main platform, and that is at origin.socials. So think Origin Stories, but origin.socials. And then on Facebook, Origin Socials website is originsocials.com. Yeah. Pretty easy to find me. Yeah. But yeah, I would love to help tell anybody's story if they're trying to do that in their life. And it can be even somebody special in your life story that you want to document. I've thought about doing that kind of stuff recently, just like a little mini documentary about somebody special in your life that you think their story's worth being heard. So that's the name of the game.
I love that.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to take one more quick break for more from our sponsors. And when we get back, we're going to wrap it up here at Juicy's Wellness and Cafe with the community calendar. Because let me tell you, if you ask me again, there's nothing going on in Warren County, I will smack you in the face. You have been warned.
Always something going on.
Something going on.
Cheers, y'all.
All right, guys, keep it first.
1964 to start Ganton Bolden. Now it's Gateway Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder sugars or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Some call it Pioneer Country. Some call it Tree City.
Some call it the WC.
We call it home.
From the first showing to the final signature.
From downtown charm to wide open fields. Warren County isn't just on the map, it's where dreams are made. Because when you're buying or selling in the WC, you deserve someone who gets it.
Make my mom your winning choice for buying or selling real estate in the WC.
Let's make your next move your best move.
Hi, this is Chris Chalpin, owner of Reddick Brown Ford right here in Morrison, Tennessee. In the nursery capital of the world, you need a truck that works as hard as you do. At Reddick Brown Ford, we understand growers, landscapers, and nursery owners because we serve Warren County every single day. From Ford Super Duty trucks to dependable commercial fleet, we help you haul, tow, and grow your business with confidence. Our team also knows your industry, your season, and your bottom line. So when it's time for your next work truck, don't go far from home. Reddick Brown Ford, proud to support the nursery community. Veteran owned and operated right here in Warren County.
Good morning, everybody. I am your host, Kelly Walker Slaughter, and we are live at Juicy's Wellness and Cafe. I hope you guys enjoyed the special and studio guest. Coming up after I get done with the show, we're going to be showing the pre-record that I did with Brandan Knight. He's running as the 10th district here as a county commissioner. He is one of the opponents. I think he's the only opponent running against Gary Prater and Cole Taylor. So be listening to his interview, as well as at 4:15 today. If everything works out, I'm going to be interviewing Blaine Wiltshire, another county commissioner as well. I've been really enjoying sitting down and just getting to know these guys and what their policies are. Again, policies over popularity, man. If you want to get to know. And so if you have any questions you would like me to ask Blaine Wiltshire, you can text me, email me, let me know what you want. But real quickly, if you want to be, first off, let's do the weather because everybody's like, what's the weather like today? And our weather is being brought to you by Reddick Brown Ford and Randall Gillum for DA. It is 76 outside. It is cloudy. Rainy conditions are expected around 1 o'clock today and wind gusts up to 7 miles per hour. It's a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Tomorrow on Friday, cloudy as well. Saturday, 70% chance of showers. But today's high is going to be 82 and tonight's low is going to be 70. If you also, too, want to be a part of our community calendar and all the events and then some, all you got to do is email me at warrenfirst931@gmail.com. You can also call us or text us at 931-369-3050 or message us on our Facebook Messenger as well. And I say that so if you want to be able to view it on a daily basis, if you want an event, you can do that as well. But it has been such an amazing day. I want to thank Mark for the impromptu interview as well. Because again, here at Warren First, we just want to see everybody grow successfully and thrive here in Warren County. I love all these new entrepreneurs that are going out there and doing what they do. But guys, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, Warren County, you can either be a blessing or a curse today. I choose to be a blessing. What's your choice today? Keep it first, everybody.